Hello again, how are you? Welcome to episode 13. This time we're doing something slightly different. We're taking a trip to Orlando in 2017, but we're going to concentrate this time on some of the other theme parks at both Universal and SeaWorld. Plus we'll take some time away from the theme parks altogether, taking in Lake Eola in downtown Orlando and a farmer's market amongst other things. Now don't forget before we start to like any of the videos you enjoy here. If you can, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you're made aware every time we upload a brand new video. Okay, let's get started then, shall we? Now, because this time we were concentrating on the area north of Lake Buena Vista, apart from visiting Disney Springs and the Outlets of course, we found a fabulous hotel near to SeaWorld and Universal. This is the Rosen Shingle Creek, and it really impressed us from the moment we stepped inside. It's just off the I-4, next to the 528 Beachline Expressway, and it's set in 255 lush acres. There are fabulous views over a championship golf course designed by Arnold Palmer Design Company, and it has amazing facilities including a full-service spa, 15 dining or lounge venues. There's a scheduled shuttle service to the area theme parks, tennis, seasonal fishing, there's a walking trail, complimentary Wi-Fi, and perhaps more importantly, free self-parking. This is one of the 1,500 spacious guest rooms. Have a look around. Again, it's beautifully designed, very comfortable, and you have everything you need. This is a hotel I would definitely recommend. In fact, the only minor downside I can see is the very large and extensive convention centre, which can make some of those facilities downstairs, I'm talking about the restaurants, the lounges, the bars and the shops, very busy at times, particularly in the evening. But don't worry, because there are plenty of places to eat nearby. You're very close to International Drive and Universal Boulevard amongst others. This, by the way, is one of the outdoor seasonally heated pools. As you can see, there is plenty of space around, lots of places where you can get drinks and snacks, lots of cabanas, lots of lounges, and beautiful scenery as well, so you can take in the views while relaxing by the pool. Now when it comes to the beautiful surroundings, don't take my word for it. Let's take one of the walking trails, have a look at the golf course and take in the stunning scenery in 255 acres around the resort. Now I mentioned there are plenty of options nearby for eating. One of our favourites for breakfast is International House of Pancakes, or IHOP for short. A great place to start the day before heading off to Universal. It makes me feel old to think about it, but it's more than 30 years since I first went to Universal Studios Orlando, and most of it is unrecognisable now here in the original park. Now, although I miss things like Confrontation, the Jaws ride, Back to the Future and the world of Hanna-Barbera, the parks here have certainly kept pace with the movies. You can now cast spells with a wand like Harry Potter, become a mischievous minion, get to know Shrek, race with the crew from Fast and Furious, or even fight aliens with the Men in Black. In future episodes you'll be able to see just how much this park has changed because I'll be posting trip videos dating back to the 1990s. Today though, the fastest experience at Universal Studios has to be Fast and Furious Supercharged, but there are lots of thrilling attractions besides that, including Transformers and The Revenge of the Mummy, and the old favourite, the park's longest running attraction, the E.T. Adventure. There's no doubt that the Universal parks today are dominated by Harry Potter, but don't worry, you don't have to have read the books or seen the films to enjoy the fun. This is the stunningly lifelike King's Cross station where you can take the Hogwarts Express. That'll take you directly to Hogsmeade at Universal's Islands of Adventure, but don't forget you will need a multi-park ticket to be able to do that. Meanwhile, if you're a real Potter fan here at Universal Studios, you might want to make your way here to Diagon Alley. It's a faithful reproduction of the famous Wizarding Retail District, and it features themed shopping and dining as well as the thrilling ride Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. The theming inside and outside is absolutely incredible. Look at the attention to detail and these incredible audio animatronics figures.
When your Gringotts identification photo will be taken, then go directly to the office at the end of the corridor.
Understand our monetary system of galleons, sickles, and nuts can be overwhelming for some.
Away from Diagon Alley, one of my favourites is the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, an adrenaline and music fueled roller coaster ride that reaches speeds of 65 miles an hour, and you get to choose your own soundtrack. Or perhaps take a wild tour of the Big Apple with late night TV's reigning king at Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. Just one of the many unforgettable character encounters there with Scooby-Doo and Fred. In fact, there's an awful lot for small children as well. And I mentioned that I missed the world of Hanna-Barbera, which was replaced, of course, by the Jimmy Neutron ride. But there is still a lot of animated fun to be had here, including the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem attraction, Shrek 4D, and Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster. And apart from that, don't forget the live entertainment, the dining, the shopping around every corner. There is so much to do, but before we finish, let's take the Hogwarts Express over to Hogsmeade. And so, thanks to our multi-park ticket, here we are at Hogsmeade at Universal's Islands of Adventure. And just look at that theming again, totally immersive. And I tell you what, this takes park hopping to another level. After a return journey on the Hogwarts Express, let's take in some more of the sights and sounds at Universal Studios.
It is an honor to be working with you. If you need anything, water, chocolates, a date with me, you let me know. But we're at places, everyone. We're rolling. On. Action.
This is part of the fabulous pre-show before you race through New York with Jimmy Fallon.
Time to bounce, right time, gals are peacing out. Peace. I can survive from your five favorite guys. Happy to send you to you. Help give us a hand, we gotta roll this bicycle stand. Ragtime gals out.
Even though we were staying north of Lake Buena Vista, we couldn't resist a drive down the I-4 to visit Disney Springs. Now here's a tip for you: if you don't want to pay extra to take a balloon flight above Disney Springs, then go to the top of Paddlefish and take in the views from there. Another great place to get panoramic views of Disney Springs is the Coca-Cola store rooftop beverage bar. Here you can sample drinks from all over the world. You can even mix your own ingredients to create your own beverage or sample up to 5 refills on the freestyle experience. On this trip we decided to take a drive further up north on the I-4 to downtown Orlando to explore Lake Eola Park with its mile-long path that circles the lake right in the heart of the city. There are lots of activities here. You can rent swan-shaped paddle boats, you can just enjoy the scenery there and the wildlife with swans and other birds inhabiting the park. Sometimes you get a chance to see a concert, a movie or a play here in the Walt Disney Amphitheatre. It's easy to grab a bite to eat at any of the stores or the local restaurants. And every Sunday between 10 and 3 there's a farmer's market. I have to say this is much more than your traditional farmer's market though, bringing the best in fresh produce, baked goods, crafts, gifts, jewellery, plants and much more. There's food, there's shopping, there's fun for all ages and it makes a perfect family afternoon out. And more importantly, there's plenty of free on-street parking.
Please, watch your step.
After a leisurely Sunday, it's back to the theme parks on Monday, through Universal City Walk to Islands of Adventure and then the Universal Studios. One of the latest attractions at Islands of Adventure in 2017 was Skull Island Reign of Kong, a chance to embark on a 1930s style expedition to Skull Island, inspired of course by Peter Jackson's King Kong movie. You will cross swamps and jungles swarming with prehistoric predators and terrifying creatures. It's pretty scary and totally immersive theming. This is a must-do ride.
Ain't
And if you're looking for more dinosaurs, then why not head off to Jurassic Park for a river adventure?
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs in this lagoon are among the largest creatures ever to walk the earth. Yet despite their awesome size, these gentle giants pose no threat to us. Plenty of vegetation from their native periods, ensuring long, healthy lives for these magnificent animals. Cypress Gardens. Find a
When it comes to thrill rides, they don't come much better than the incredible Hulk coaster, one of my favourites. Prepare yourself though, because you'll be propelled upwards of 67 miles an hour while twisting and turning along the track. But if you're a thrill seeker, this is another must-do ride.
Sorry to interrupt, but
And there's no better way to cool down on a hot Florida afternoon than by hanging on tight to Popeye and Bluto's bilge rat barges, even though you're going to get a soaking anyway. Another option is the Dudley Do Right's Ripsaw Falls, and if you're still dry after that, well, there's always the chance of a rainy season storm. Luckily the storm clouds pass and everywhere dries up quickly, so let's head off now to SeaWorld Orlando, which is actually older than Universal. It opened in December 1973, just 2 years after Disney opened the Magic Kingdom, and this for the very first time made Central Florida a multi-park vacation destination. Now, after adverse publicity and the death of a trainer in 2010, some people choose to boycott this park. Now, there's no doubt that they did make mistakes, but my decision to visit is based on the fact that they've now made changes and the fact the organisation has been doing amazing work with animal rescue and rehabilitation for more than half a century. From habitat protection and supporting ocean health initiatives to many rescue and rehabilitation efforts. Also, SeaWorld is part of conservation projects right across the globe. As the park changed ownership several times, its evolution included the introduction of more and more rides. SeaWorld got its first simulator ride in 1987 with Mission Bermuda Triangle, which was later rethemed into Wild Arctic. The first North American combination roller coaster and flume ride, Journey to Atlantis, was installed in 1997. In 2000, the Kraken, a floorless roller coaster, was added to the park, and the flying coaster Manta came to the park in 2009 and went on to win the Theme Park Insider Award for the best new attraction.
Thanks for listening to Waterfront Radio. SeaWorld is proud to partner with artist and conservationist Guy Harvey.
Nevertheless, the sea life and the various shows are still right at the very heart of this park.
to make sure she's floating the right way.
Sea Lion High. Used our motto, education through exploration.
Okay, the other side. Okay. Oh no, everybody! Trip is in trouble! He can't swim! Hey, Seymour, we need your help, buddy! Now, remember from drama class, everybody has a part to play! This is your chance, Seymour! I know you're scared of heights, buddy, but you can do it! Oh no, Trip's going under! Do the high dive and save him!
The other major change at SeaWorld is that there are now two sister parks, Discovery Cove, where you can swim with dolphins, that opened in the year 2000, followed by the water park Aquatica in 2008. Next, it's on to Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin.
He slips and slides and discovers the wonder of his own reflection in the ice. Puck slides and glides into a cavern of icy, dancing light. He's eager to hunt for food on his own, but danger lurks in the water below.
Let's move on to SeaWorld's sister park, Aquatica, which is a water park themed to the Southern Pacific. It features Australian and New Zealand-based mascots, including a kiwi and a kookaburra, And it also features a wide array of slides and attractions for all ages and swimming abilities, some of which pass by or through animal habitats. The park also has 2 magnificent wave pools which share an extensive 80,000 square foot man-made white sand beach, equipped with deck chairs, sunbeds and umbrellas.
And make your way to the waves. Surf's up!
Well, once again, that just about brings another episode to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like it. Please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us going forward. And make sure you click on the notification bell so that you're informed every time we upload a brand new video. Next time, in episode 14, we'll be taking you to a forgotten theme park in Central Florida, 45 minutes drive from Orlando, in Winter Haven. What used to be Cypress Gardens and is now, of course, Legoland Florida. I'll see you next time for episode 14 of Main Street Martin.